Now, in theory, late hall. In theory, this should be working. Late hall. Alright. It should be live now. Okay. Oh, I don't have my headphones in. What am I doing? There we go. Hey, Ackberts. I am okay. I just took a nap and I slept way more soundly than I intended to. Hey, Potter. Wait, you changed your name. I just realized that. From Potter. I forget the rest. So your name is just the Dark Side now? Or is it Power of? It would be Power of, right? Mm-hmm. So I was looking at this, and I found myself thinking, this looks a little too similar to last year's Halloween map. This one. It's a little too similar to this. Oh, I need to figure out how to recolor these things. Ugh, it's annoying. Yeah. Only on YouTube? Oh, you changed your name only on YouTube, okay. I don't want it to be exactly like this, so I'm probably going to change this somehow. Let's see what options we have. How am I doing? I'm okay. Well, you guys. Let's change the water. Oops, the watercolor. There we go. I'm trying to think of color combinations that are good, but not exactly the same as what we had in the Neon Twilight. Maybe purple water, green skies, and then an orange plant aesthetic. It's not as great as I'd like. In order to get it to look green, what I might do is forego skyboxes altogether. Oh, but that screws up the water. I forgot that's there. Let's turn it off. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't want it to look the same with like the black terrain and orange sky, so it's got to be something else. But I am kind of limited on skybox options. Oh, that's way too bright. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, you know, I did want green, but the problem is we only really have the one skybox that is murky, which is this, and it's not that great. It's more like a brown green. See the outside. It's not that green, you know. Maybe thin atmosphere big. Evil, polluted, not political. Okay. Maybe. I kind of think this is okay though. Is in a nebula? No, I just, well, yes, technically, I've placed nebulas around it, but the nebulas are just to, like, create the illusion of clouds, you know? Yes, it is a new prop. It is a series of new props. Asteroid, brown, ground. Oh, autosave. It's pretty handy. I typically use the one with no shadow though, because actually it creates like a light if I don't. Although that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that. Hang on. 2828 500 225. Okay. 2088 28 00 500 225. There we go. That's kind of weird. That's kind of good, maybe. Yeah. It is still kind of similar, but maybe I can mix in some greens and fix it. There we go. This is what it would look like. Let's see if we can find the green. Blue. Team into different kinds of nebulas. Yeah. That is the idea. Orange. Yellow. Green. Now maybe a bunch of greens would work. Multiple greens. Well, that's certainly interesting. Yeah. Let's turn up the fog color. And then for the water, actually, there we go. What's that? For the water. Where's the lore of the planet? There isn't really any. That's kind of the fun of it. It's a planet that there was like a brief stopover and it stayed in Imperial control for a long time. That's about it. But it's near the unknown regions, kind of. But it's also not... It's near Ord Mantell, kind of, but like unknown region side. So this can kind of be whatever I want, other than it's probably going to be temperate, and I'm going to try to make it Halloween themed. Darkon in AGCs, it is used a couple times. I think it might be in one of the a few of the progressives. Let's go ahead and try it without. 2, 8, 0. Here it is without. Maybe I should mix it with green and orange. Which one was orange? That was yellow? Or 11? Yes. Ooh. Let's flip it upside down, too. For good measure, make it go backwards. The opposite direction of the greens. Darkon is definitely used, it's just not super common. Maybe we should put the pink and orange one in as well. These are all outside the barrier, right? The range, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. And which one was pink and not that one? Almost. Do this one as well. And we'll try. That's just green. Green and purple, maybe? That could be good. Alright, cool. There we go. How's that? Sufficiently weird? Small red, and we'll keep the big one. We'll do that later. We will definitely use this guy. Maybe the green one, actually. You know, I don't know if I want to keep the white one for this map. Maybe this one. I should probably focus on the layout for now. And you know what? Maybe we should just try to make this a bright colored map. With, I'll save there quick. And you know what? Actually, not bad. Oh, autosave. Maybe what I could do is make the ground a specific color. How's that? No. I think no. What would the specular? Instead of orange, what if the specular was bright green? I wonder if it would change the entire the way the map looks, but if I should change the cloud texture. For turning off water, oh, Control I. All of the quick controls for views are up here. Wireframe is just passability, which is the same as Control P. I don't know why it's different, because they're the same thing. Let's see. Yep, no problem. That does not look good. Well, it's definitely weird. It's also not the worst thing I've seen. Maybe... Huh. Well, that's certainly weird. No, let's go to Sky Domes. Sky option, see what we got there. Maybe the murky sky. That's interesting. This is one I use a lot. Try 7.77. Well, as long as I'm committing this. What other shapes can I do for water? Huh. I want a weird water shape. I just don't know what yet. Huh. That's weird. Something that'll show up strongly though. Maybe something cool. Yeah. Okay, let's try the waters. Or volcanic rocks. This might work. They did not work. Alright, what do we got for water? By the way, Sky told me what these are for. Basically, whatever this texture is, at least on the water setting of water, is what water on low will look like. Turns out. So, that was something I learned. And, medium just kind of looks bad because it's partially see-through no matter what. Just, yeah. And then high gets the nice textures. The more you know, yeah. But as it turns out, if you start a brand new map, this will be set to a bump texture, which let's save quick. Here, I'll show you. And this is an issue with like nearly all of our maps because this is the default setting and no one really knew what this did for a long time. Alright, so that's so this is the default setting for both of these, right? So, oh, hang on. Excuse me. Okay, so what that actually ends up looking like is this. And this is the case for like nearly more than half of our maps because nobody knew what this setting actually did or that this is the thing affecting it. So all the people playing on low water detail have that. Anyway, so that's fun. Does this loop around properly? Yeah. Let me try the actual water type, river water types, yeah. Water, here we go. Oh! I mean, that's kind of not bad. I'll go ahead and save that. Keep it as this for now. I'll try the rivers. Just to look at them at least. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Let's try the mud texture. Yeah, let's stick with this. Oh. There we go. Oh, that's better. I'm gonna save that. Ooh. Also, fallback opacity refers to the lower quality opacity as well. So, That's kind of handy to know. Okay, so for aesthetics here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think this is alright. This will be in the water. This will be the water's edge. So I need to pick a texture for that. And we'll do that next, because that seems like it'd be something I won't have any trouble deciding where to put. Well, that's good. And maybe the mud texture. Or mud bump. This could maybe just be set to water. I mean, it'll be in the water. I don't know if it'll matter. Let's set it to mud, just in case. Okay, and this will be mud as well. Make it a little smaller. 23. And I'll just have it hug the edge of the lakes all around. And instead of blue, maybe we should go with a green. Custom. Change this as well. And we'll do this as well. Okay. You guys can hear the music, right? I'm not just humming to myself, I hope. It is a season. You have a very important Halloween question for you. Okay. Cool. Okay, a Halloween movie or Christmas movie or both? I would say it's more of a Halloween movie. It is certainly marketed more towards Halloween than Christmas. When it is marketed for Christmas, it is an act of rebellion. A good one, but still an act of rebellion. But that said, it was written with the intent of both. However, there's just so much over-commercialism to Christmas in general that by default, it goes to the lesser one, which is less, how would you put this? The less over-marketed one, which is Halloween. And it also tended to speak to goth kids, so... And unlike Christmas things, which like kind of... I'm trying to figure out how to put this. Christmas things are like the thing everyone half-heartedly participates in because it's cheesy and available. But people made The Nightmare Before Christmas their personality because they were goth or whatever, which makes it sound like I'm dismissing them, but I don't mean it like that. So that said, it is firmly in the Halloween camp, I think. You mean the correct opinion? So I had an idea here, and it would essentially mean throwing out a lot of these fears rise, waves fall props. But maybe that's something to do for another map. It's an interesting idea. I was thinking of taking advantage of... Well, let's see how it looks on these things, because I can always undo these textures easily. Okay, is this just one? It's just one. I didn't change the... Okay. Not that it matters, I guess. There we go. Oh, right, because these would be base game. Interesting. These are made with base game textures, that's right. We are going to need to open an older map and look at it. I'm going to figure out... This is the first map I started experimenting with asteroid textures on. Oh my gosh. Remember when I didn't organize my textures? I do. To the past. Which one was it? Was it this one? Maybe it was. So many textures. Yeah. And poorly organized because, oh no, I did know about the whole texture going last. That's good. This was before I figured out how to uniform my textures, to use the same textures for a whole map. So what would happen in this map, this was actually a big learning process for me, was I would have this one area is this texture, this area is these textures and props, and these are these textures and props, and there's no pattern. So wish you can't. And so I spent a year working on this map. And it was painful and frustrating, but what happened was I slowly made these prop uses more uniform. Instead of just having all these green bushes here and all these blue bushes here, I started spreading out the blue ones mathematically here. Well, mathematically, more like an eyeballed pattern. Then I would take the green and eyeball pattern them over here. And then I realized that the infantry only areas look the same. So what I did was I started putting giant rocks in areas to indicate you can't go here. And it was a process, but oh, don't ask me how long each of these flowers took to put on. I manually placed each of these flowers. And then there was a problem with the something or another, and Rhino had to replace each one of them manually. Well, I don't think he did all of them. I told him he could just leave out like 10% or something, because I thought I overdid it. I don't know how many he actually removed, but this is definitely most of them still. What nature setting is this? 227, 223. It was a nightmare. Oh, this is cute. I got the rock, and then if you look closely, it actually just blends into this texture. I went above and beyond for this map, which has a very mediocre layout, to be honest. Well, it's okay. I like this mountain in particular, because this is like the first mountain where like I learned how to make a good shaped mountain. And it ends up looking really good like that. This is also the first map I did waterfalls in, or a bridge like this for that matter. Malaysia was a lot of firsts. There are a lot of things that I did for the very first time in Malaysia. Malaysia, I don't know. Landing pad is kind of cute. I don't use this prop anymore because it's just nicer looking stuff, but I had fun with it for a while. Also, it's stuff that's easier to work with. Kind of cute though. Yeah. That's weird. Did it? I wouldn't have put this cropping into that. Would I? No. No, definitely not. I wonder what happened. It's definitely still one of my prettiest maps. I love the, I'm so glad I included the red mud of Felicia because it makes such a nice contrast. That's something I need to do when I go back. Is maybe green dirt. I need contrast, that's what I need. Beards rise, blades fall, his voice calls. An idea, maybe I get rid of all the rocks. The rock props, I mean. That might be a bad idea, actually. Well, maybe I keep the ones over here. These freestanding ones, and then the rest I turn into, like, sort of mountains. Seems like a lot of work with a lot of risk for potentially no payoff. Let's look like 223. Okay, And it was just the asteroid texture, wasn't it? It was, I believe. Let's try the Geo Rock, since we're going to commit to that anyway. Or are we? I guess we don't have to. Maybe... I am kind of tempted to just get rid of the, these rocks. Let me save first. It'll be a lot of work, but it might look better. There we go. Maybe next time I'll put together a different Halloween playlist. Nope, not that one. And then we just smooth these out and we convert these to something else. There we go. Alright, so we smooth these out. And maybe we continue the mountain range around the outside. And leave the canyon-like stuff over there. I don't know. I might come to regret this. Or whatever. On the other hand, this might end up looking a lot nicer. That's the hope, anyway. I think it's safe to say this conversion is not going to be very simple at this point. Then again, a lot of my conversions end up being way more complex than I initially set out to make them. Okay, now let's go to leveling. think what I'll do for this, actually, because I can get away with it and it will save me a lot of work, is just flatten this out to 0, and I'll just make this part a really thick woods in the background. How's that? What's your opinion on The Nightmare Before Christmas, guys? I've always been a fan of the aesthetic of that movie, personally. I've never enjoyed a Tim Burton film. Lord have mercy. That's the nothing for me. I'm trying to think of his other movies. How I feel about them. I really like The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I don't know if I'm a Tim Burton fan. It's the Jack-o'-lantern one, yeah, with Jack Skellington. Jack, the Pumpkin King, has grown so tired of everything. Maybe I should just make this whole section forest. Yes, maybe. And this back area can be mountain. That would save me a lot of work if I did that. I haven't watched it in a while, so my memory's a little iffy, but I remember enjoying it. I cannot actually speak for many Tim Burton films. I remember I don't really care for a lot of his films. Like, not like dislike, just like, okay. They're not for me, I guess. I really like The Nightmare Before Christmas, though. But it's kind of a musical first. Because, the whole movie was sort of Beetlejuice to Batman films. Oh, I like... I don't know, is that the... I might be thinking of a different Batman film. I don't remember. Scissors Hands. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Sleepy Hollow, I can't remember. Corpse Bride was okay. It felt very Nightmare Before Christmas in aesthetic. Sweeney Todd I didn't get. I don't know. I did really like the Nightmare Before Christmas, though. Mars Attacks. Nobody have Zodiac's theme stuck in my head again. Thanks, Caitlin. No problem. You got it. We're gonna save because this might crash the editor. Joker with Joker was amazing. I don't remember that. So, what I know about The Nightmare Before Christmas is that Danny Elfman, composer always loved that time of year when there were both Christmas decorations coming up and Halloween decorations going up, or at the same time. And he always thought it would be fun if those two holidays got to meet or something. So that's what the movie is effectively about. And the very first song, before any of the script was written, the song "What's This" was written. And then "This Is Halloween" was written. So in some ways, and then the movie was basically written around those two songs. And those are definitely the two best songs in the movie. So in some ways, it's almost more of a musical first, movie second. Which might be why I like it so much, but I'm like, whatever, on a lot of his other films. He only produced James and Giant Peach. I kind of remember that one. It creeped me out. Well, what have we here? Santa Claus, huh? Ooh, I'm really scared. So you're the one everybody is talking about. Mr. Oogie Boogie's song is also very good. The Lament of Jack and the Lament of Sally are both also very good. Making Christmas is kind of fun. I love Oogie Boogie. They made a Nightmare Before Christmas video game, like a sequel to the movie. And what's funny is that it is deliberately an almost... it's not like DDR, but it is a musical video game. Like, music plays a big role in it, with like original songs and everything. And in some ways, I feel like that's the most true way you could do a sequel to the game. Because, like, you know how like a lot of Disney movie tie-ins, video games are really bad, or just not very good. And that's just kind of a truism. Like, the Star Wars Battlefront games, or, that was a joke. Or any of them, really. They're all just kind of whatever. I do think it's kind of true to the source material to have the video game, instead of being like, and Jack suddenly has this one pumpkin throwing attack that he's never shown any aptitude for. Instead, it's Jack's just a lanky guy running around and he tries to out-music the other villains. And it's like, yeah, that actually kind of tracks with what the movie is. It's about music, to some extent. There's a couple songs in Final Fantasy XIV that sound suspiciously like they come from The Nightmare Before Christmas as well. I'm not saying you have to go watch the movie. You should definitely listen to the soundtrack. It's very good. Well, now I kind of want to put these things back on again. I'm tempted to take this map into GIMP and start messing with it there. Rather than in here. Good King Mogomog is indeed one of those songs. It's a combination of like The Nightmare Before Christmas and Mog's theme from Final Fantasy VI. Or maybe it's just the Moogle theme. Ooh, now it's kind of like a wasteland. But I kind of like this. Not what I set out to do, but I think it's kind of good. Welcome, Lord Noobskills. You have a Final Fantasy XIV question? Ask. Thank you, Wendy. Good King Mogomog theme. Here we go. Have crossover events with other games? Yes, to a limited degree. Good King Mogomog, good King Mog, his judgment you will dread. Good King Mogomog, good King Mog. Oh, I got the lyrics wrong. It also has extended sections that are references to older FF games. 50, okay. They have one with Monster Hunter? Yes, actually. Can you hear me over music? Oh, oh, I have my own volume down, that's why. There we go. King Mogomog, good King Mog, his judgment you will dread. Yes, there is the Monster Hunter crossover event. There's like temporary crossover events that like come and go, and then there are ones that like just become permanent events, like Nier, which is kind of bullshit. And then there's the Monster Hunter fight. If you really want, I can show you the Monster Hunter fight. I should be able to solo it at this point. Let's see. You know, it might make sense to bring back those things again. This part is Mog's theme from Final Fantasy VI. Good King Muggermog, good King Mug, Lord of all the land, Kupo! There we go. Good King Muggermog, good King Mug, you're brave and true. Good King Muggermog, good King Mug, now come along and meet his trusty crew. Here's that ruffle your fluff. I'm not sure. It has the giant dragon with bird wings. It's a very unusual fight because there's like no aggro. Like you don't have the typical tank mechanics. You just have to dodge. Hoo 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 hoo. Good King Muggermog, good King Mog, Lord and noble Lord, here. Put you to the sword. It's such an over-the-top song. I love it. And it's a very Nightmare Before Christmas. The Rathalos. Yeah, that guy. I heard there's a Behemoth in Monster Hunter. And I heard it's not a very good fight. But I will say, Behemoth is not a very iconic boss to Final Fantasy XIV specifically. Like, it is on a surface level in that it appears in the trailer because it's a world boss, a raid boss, and then like a dungeon boss. But really, it's more of a recurring boss throughout the series more than it is specific to Final Fantasy XIV. So it's not what I would have picked. Like, when I found it out that it was the representative of Final Fantasy XIV, I was like, okay, I guess. It's really more of a Final Fantasy boss than it is a Final Fantasy XIV boss, if that makes sense. It's appeared in basically every game as a boss. But in 14 specifically, it's whatever. I mean, it recurs more than most things, but it's still whatever. Put that back on. If you want, I can show you the fight in a second. Let me think. Where did I put that? It shouldn't be too hard to set it up in Silhouette. Ah, here we go. Two, three. Yeah, sure, why not? Just pause there for a second. And keep working on this while it loads up. I think that's okay. Maybe I can put... I'm basically just redoing what I undid last time, but whatever. Maybe that's for the best. Make it kind of like a desert. I have a thing for green deserts, don't I? Sickly looking deserts. I'll try to add a lot of pine trees maybe to make it look less so. Save there quick. Give me 1 second here. One second. Go and close that. Oops. And that. Okay. Let me switch the window. Let me save this quick and switch the window. Here we go. There. Okay. Unrestricted. Be under trials. Stormblood. Which one was it? The Great Hunt. Here we go. Oh, there's the extreme version, which is like the same thing, except instead of bringing 8 people, you bring 4, which is very unusual. Because it's not, because usually like when there's like an extreme version, it means it's harder. In this case, it's not harder. It's just you bring less people, so you have less room for error, which is kind of interesting. It's an interesting fight, but it's not necessarily, it's not good or bad. It's just different. There's something specific here you have to do. Oh yeah, you have to kill all the animals. Forgot. Which I actually don't like, because that kind of bums me out. Oh, I just wiped. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't wipe. I brute forced it. So normally in these fights, like one person has the aggro, which is like the boss is going to attack them specifically, and then another person has to heal that. In this fight, that's not really the case. It just kind of attacks randomly, and everyone has to dodge. In fact, even healers don't really get a roll, because in this second phase, you can't actually heal except by using the potions, which you get 10 of, which is very unusual. Oh, this part kind of sucks. Change my camera quick. This might get ugly, because I don't think I've ever actually soloed this before, and this is kind of at the limit of what you can solo. Should be doable, but it's gonna be a bit tricky. Yeah, I assume it's from Monster Hunter. Oh gosh, I think the fire... Oh, okay, the fire damage did run out. That's something. This is the part of the fight that's kind of boring because you just have to keep hitting it with it taking like way less damage until you hit it enough to fill up the down gauge with your attacks doing basically nothing, and then you have to burst it, which, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a Monster Hunter thing, but it's probably my least favorite mechanic in the fight. I did not position these strategically at all. Oh, I fucked up my rotation. I have dodged all his attacks, though. His avoidable ones, anyway. Oh, not that one. All of them until there. That's a lot of fire damage. Oh, here we go, here we go. And you hit the tail. There we go. You do it. You did it. You slew the Meowster. Or whatever. And you get stuff from his body and stuff from his tail, rather than it appearing in a chest like every other boss. So that's kind of cool. It has the carving, yeah. I don't really know Monster Hunter, but I assume it's authentic to it. And because I forgot to turn the cutscenes on. Let's see here. It would be under duties. Definitely duties. Instant battles? Yes, battles. Okay. So it'd be around here. The Great Hunt should be... Here it is. Oh, it gets its own icon. I forgot about that. Cute. And there's the finishing fight. And that's it. That's the whole thing. Ta-da. Hope that answers your questions. Moogle? Did he go Koopa? Or, well, they sometimes go Koopa. Sometimes they just make little noises. It's loud again. That's even louder for me. There we go. Oh, Cactuar. Cactuar are cute. They're not super iconic to Final Fantasy 14 so much as, well, I imagine a lot of the stuff you saw was less iconic to 14 so much as in general. Final Fantasy. Cactuar, Moogles, Behemoths, what else? There's usually an evil empire. Have I told you guys about Star Wars Gunbreakers? And how I'm like 80% certain that Starfighters of Adimar was copying Final Fantasy? Okay. So, there's a class in the Final Fantasy series and has been recurring for... It was in 8 first, then 13, and then it became a tank class in 14, and it's called Gunbreaker. And they get a weapon called a Gunblade. Now you might assume that a Gunblade is like a blade that shoots. That seems pretty normal. And while technically 14 does have those are considered fake Gunblades invented by the Imperials, who cannot manipulate magic or whatever. So they have like these fake ones. But a real Gunblade, a traditional Gunblade, which the player gets, is a gun that, or actually it's not a gun at all, it's a blade that basically acts as a point-blank bomb. You swing it, trigger it with like the gun trigger, and it explodes. And what's hysterical is that Starfighters of Adimar have these traditional fighting weapons called blast swords, and they are basically the same thing. And guess when Starfighters of Adimar came out? Roughly 6 or 7 months after Final Fantasy VIII came out, featuring Squall, the very first Gunbreaker. I refuse to believe that's coincidence. So, Gunbreakers are canon to Star Wars. It is a pretty cool looking class, honestly. I don't like it as a tank because, like, it's a very intense tank that takes a lot of work to play properly. It's basically got as much like input management as a DPS or a damage dealer, but except you're tanking, which can be quite intense. Actually, type for crap. Okay, let me show you Gunbreaker quick. Because why not? This isn't exactly the most focused stream anyway. It never is. Alright, no, wrong thing. There we go. I mean, let's be honest, this isn't exactly like the most professional stream, and it never will be. Alright, so this is the trailer, and it's also the trailer that introduces the Gunbreaker class, well, job, to Final Fantasy XIV. It's also just a really cool trailer.
How many years have come and gone since that day? How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood
I'm gonna keep mapping
against the storm.
I mean, let's be honest, streaming is like something you put on the other window, right? You might recognize this song.
For the one they called. The warrior of light.
I actually want to make a map based on something from this trailer someday. And I think I kind of have the tools to do it now. It's just a matter of getting other stuff done first. Shadowbringers is an interesting plot because it's like, what if zombie outbreak but angels? Which is an interesting take.
What sayest thou, Master Matoya? We may accept this fate or defy it, but we cannot deny it.
Deny?
Remember when every video game like was super focused on making like high HD trailers? Is that still a thing? I feel like people have gotten jaded to them now. But it used to be like the main selling point back in the day. I don't know if it still works. I feel like nowadays people are just like, show me the gameplay, I don't care. Or maybe I'm getting old and that's just my opinion.
Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
Okay, here we go. This is the reveal of Gunbreaker. You're still old though. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, here we go. So watch what he does here.
This town certainly has changed.
It's like a gun,
Not at all
kind of.
better.
Except it explodes. You basically smack with it and it explodes at point blank.
I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Minfilia.
I don't know to what extent people just don't care about trailers, or if it's me getting older, or if it's my experiences with Blizzard, because Blizzard have always made really good trailers, but then, like, I couldn't care anymore. I used to watch Blizzard trailers, like, over and over again, and then I remember Shadowlands came out. I watched it once and was like, I don't care. Bye. I don't think I've even seen the most recent expansion's trailer.
Even in the seventh umbral calamity must be undone. If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. Become what you must.
I want to do map based on that thing with like the light parting and the night sky.
Become the warrior of darkness.
Shadowbringers was incredibly popular. It's actually not my favorite expansion by a long shot. In fact, I kind of hated it at the time. I was going through it for long, complicated reasons, but it's for a lot of people, it's their favorite. Yeah. Okay. Let me switch back. I have secretly been working this whole time. Wait, why did that... Oh my god, what have I done? Oh, I opened the wrong video. I saw Darkon and clicked on it, and then I opened my own YouTube video. What have I done? Okay, let me go find. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You guys are young. Do cool trailers like actually like get you to buy a game or like interested in the game? Because they used to for me like be like super. Well, I didn't actually. No, I guess I didn't actually buy any games. I would watch all the Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch trailers, but I didn't actually play either of those games. But now I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. You're older than me? Maybe. You might be. I haven't told anyone my age. Not even Corey knows my age, actually. Did I misplace this one? I must have. Save quick. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm like, I see like people posting videos sometimes that are like, X fan reacts to Y video trailer. And I'm just like, I don't care. Sorry, but you would have to back up. Yeah. I feel like that's a lot of people now. But like, I think trailers used to be a big selling point, weren't they? I guess it still is for some people. I hear people talk about how like they get back into WoW because they see a really awesome looking trailer, but like, I don't know. I see a WoW trailer and I just get jaded. I see a good Final Fantasy 14 trailer. It doesn't make me hyped. It's just like, oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's disingenuous to be like, yeah, trailers never affect me at all. But at the same time, I was never the kind of person to quit a game and then come back because of the trailer. You know? I don't know. There were demos and trailers appeared in game magazines. Yeah. There's one that's like kind of famously bad, which is Earthbound. The original Earthbound, or Mother, or whatever, in American magazines was advertised as, this game stinks, because they focused on this one sewer boss or whatever. It was talking about how much the game stank. That marketing did not work. Nobody was like, oh, it stinks, cool, can't wait to play it. I guess they were going for irony? I don't know. That said, Earthbound is like a really bad game that's also a classic, but also kind of good. Just in a really bad way. I don't know if you've ever played Earthbound, but it kind of sucks. But at the same time, I respect it, if that makes sense. Not just because it's like, oh, it was good for the time. I can't imagine it was ever good for the time. The inventory management in that game is atrocious. But the combat's just whatever as well. But it had... What did it? It had an aesthetic and a lot of artistic choices that honestly I think hold up really cleverly. And I still like. That'll be fun. Home, riding home, dying home. I think to some extent now it's just like I want to see trailers that just basically make. I think maybe this isn't even a new feeling for me, kind of an old one. But I want trailers that make like the class where I play or the race I play look cool. If that makes sense. At least in an MMO sense. The old World of Warcraft Burning Crusade trailer had this one part where a Blood Elf priest is healing, and it actually manages to make healing look cool. But their trailers haven't really involved player character looking stuff since Wrath. So. And nowadays it's just like their own failed attempt at the MCU. Middle of the stone platforms. Like, on top? I can't do that because of the height stuff. That won't be possible. Unless I have it, like, dip and then dip again for the lake. Because the water is always going to be at this height. I can't change that. So it would just be like a circle, a dip, and then... which might look interesting, but I don't know. It seems like a risk. It's an interesting idea. I think I'm more inclined to just lean into what a mess. To lean into making these taller. Oh, which I could do. But it might mess up these little parts, but it might still work. I need to figure out how to make this look less like a desert and more like woods or something. Or at least temperate. A field. A field, yeah. A field, yeah. Like a savanna, maybe. Sit straight. Save. I think this layout's pretty good. I need to figure out how I want to make this town look, though. And if I want to keep the mushrooms or not. Or where I want to put the mushrooms, perhaps. Is the better question. Might be a good idea for a map. Just desert. I actually do have... I don't think I've shown anyone this yet, but I do have a new map that is sort of an oasis. Well, it is oasis. I made this not too long ago. This would be used for Rusan and Aethys. It's not really meant for either of them, but it works. There's a little town back here. And it's partly just covered, hiding from the shade with these rock outcroppings. And there's plenty of trees growing around here, so they should be able to like sustain themselves. Yeah, thanks. I think so too. What's sort of unique about the map is that you start here, and then you got like your typical like kind of complicated path through here. Shortcuts for infantry, shortcut for water, but here it's like completely open. So if you have like a really fast vehicle, you can just race across this. So that's kind of cool. No mouse? Mother fricker. 1 second. Capture cursor. Here we go. Okay, so like... Yeah, there we go. You got your typical path through here. And like you can go through... You go through here, then here. There's an infantry only path here, here. You can go through the water here. This is the really open map, yeah. And then, well, it used to be, but then I kind of closed off this area to like make it a little more traditional. But this area is still very open. So like, if you have like medium tanks or something, you can just race down here, race to the base. And take out everything pretty fast, to be honest. other maps have I done recently? I actually don't remember. Oh, this one. I got mixed feelings on it, honestly. It's for Destine, so you'll see it in places where Destine. For Yavitha Desert Map or this one. I don't understand the question, sorry. Unless you mean... This is the Yavitha one I did. I did do a Yavitha Desert. Mid or maybe. I don't remember. Polnay, that's what it is. Yeah. Polnay is the new one I did. I don't think I advertised this at all. Polnay is supposed to have like a very thick cloud cover. And it got bombarded by a Victory Star Destroyer from the Yavithans. So that's kind of what this is. This is same map as Durace or Borgia, you may recognize, though it is slightly tweaked. It's not the nicest looking map yet, but I kind of ran out of ideas for it, so I just kind of left it as is. I might let this go in live as it is and then clean it up later. To our friend Darkon. I think I know what I need for this map. Let's try pine. Tree pine. Maybe not that. Bird trees are an interesting idea, but I do want it to just seem kind of temperate, just alien. Needs more than this, but this could make a good background. blue, maybe? Oh, here we go. Here's the really thick ones. Oh, they're a different color purple. That's weird. They come out a different color anyway. So what's the yellow look like? Ah, more greenish. Instead of these, I like those colors, but these definitely have better coverage and will require fewer props to compensate. Oh, I wonder, how would this look if I did this and then lowered it into the ground? It might work, but I'd need to combine it with something else, for sure. Alright, that works. Let's look at the maples. Maybe maples will have something I like more. Cast no shadow. I like this a lot more, I think, for out of balance silliness. Red canopy, yes. Horizons, boiling seas. From the forest, chaos breeze. Savage novels, culture bees. Here be lions, follow me. This is sort of my go-to hide the background forest tactic, but I think it works. Pull back your skin, what's inside you, the sickness that drives you. I should probably toss out the mushrooms. I don't know. I can't bring them back if I get rid of them because it's a lot. But maybe it's the right call. I don't know. See, that's really good. Well, that's a little awkward. But otherwise, it's good for, I might need to put a pillar or a thing here. I'll block some of the view. But it's otherwise pretty good for hiding the edge. It looks good, I think, right? These are going to be mounts, so I'll just leave them barren, I guess. Say goodnight. Hey, act bricks, your sanity die. Sucking the life out, letting the dark inside. Scream all you like, no one can hear you. I am trying to decide how I want to go about the trees. Now, all of them, try minus 50. Go from here. Here be lions. I'm just a stranger, being all strange inside. Yeah, I think I need a flip door here. I think the middle of the lake, actually. Would be a good way to block the view, kind of the flames that I burn. Maybe not right quite there. Okay, autosave, do your thing. Deeper, deeper down tonight. Say goodnight. Yeah, I think this definitely could use this to help block the view. So do you guys like watch streamers, or do you like just have like the second window set up in a quarter or something? Like as background noise while you work on something? Depends. Down on your knees for hide and seek. Let's try minus 350. Oh, that's too weird. No, it's gotta be 380. Sometimes background noise, sometimes not. Obviously, I am the center of your attention. Because, I mean, what else would I be? Watch it. Interviews in second plane. Interviews. Oh. Oh, like a podcast interview? Did I do that right? Yeah, I think I got it right. Center of my attention. Guys. Go. Running cold. Your fractured will is whispering far away. Here be lions. Scream all you like, no one's gonna hear you. Yeah, I'm gonna watch you bleed. Fenced and flayed. How does it feel? Your pound is paid. These scars will not heal. Yours musted suffering drowning in your tears. And someone somewhere tell me, go from here. Here is. Say goodnight. Why does your sanity die? Sucking the life out, letting the dark inside. Say prayer as the light leaves your eye. It is Axilla. Still rage inside my cave. My pandemonium still down to the flames that I bear. The song is about vampires, kind of. It's complicated. So scream all you like, no one can hear you. Deeper down tonight. Say goodnight. With the shadows not far behind. And the stranger, we're all strange inside. Run, but there's nowhere to hide. Scream like you're coming to me. Follow me to pandemonium, down to the flames that I bear. This empty waking wonderland. Scream all you like, we're all not here. Scream all you like, 'cause we're all not here. There's a song by the same composer from Final Fantasy XIV featuring the same singer. Called Give It All. So it's very similar to Scream. Got Sonic Adventure 2 battle energy. stars and there's the rain. It's only a matter of time before this song ends up in a video. If I start working on some lightning themed city map, you can expect it. If that's what it takes, those who are the future of the same, come fly, but I will survive. From the edge. My heart's demanding, ready to fight till there's one left standing tonight. Lightning will strike, thunder will fall, and you're gonna give it all to me. Finally comes complete. Alright, I was gonna do the mountains up here. And fears and afterthought. It's gone. It's gone. All gone. How's that? They look weird when they're spread out like this, so I need a second type. I think yellow. Oops. I'm fighting back. Right. It's on. It's on. It's on. The price too high to not. Yeah, me too. No going back, no going back, no going back. You're inside, I'll suffocate if that's what it takes. And for those who look to cast me aside, when you're back and leave me to die, you can try, but I will survive. actually a very sad song when you know the lyrics and understand them. Because the whole Raid series is, for that song anyway, is a series of like WWE fights. And so like all the other fight songs are, well, you'll see. Are very superficial and silly. Like this one. And, but then, they're all just like trying to beat you, but in like kind of, I'm better than you, sort of way. And then, well, this is, you'll see. Well, and then the fourth one comes out, and she is not challenging you, not like taunting you, not happy at all. Like, she is just angry and not even raging at you, just like mad in general. And then you kind of realize that her chance to beat you is like her last chance to survive, and it's like, oh, that's really sad actually. And the lyrics are about basically being cheated and tricked and then losing everything and giving everything to try to have one last chance to survive. And this one is about a very, very narcissistic woman named Honeybee Lovely who turns into a bee and tries to seduce you and kill you. And she gets very angry if you don't get seduced by her. Is for beauty, obedient and sweet. We bear the sting of your imminent defeat. Always play your part. Before it's over, I'll capture your heart. And her lyrics are basically all about, life is so boring, why don't people worship me? Worship me or else. Just pure narcissism. This world is a weary place, humdrum, dreary-eyed. In all its monotony, I'm buried alive. That's why. If somehow not enough, it can never be enough. You can tell she's deranged because like every time like it mentions her charm's not working, she just gets like really unhinged. This is the first fight, which is maybe the most typical of what you would expect. And if you listen carefully, it's the same melody as the first one because it's her younger sister. Let's try this. There we go. How's that? I think that's pretty good. Now I should do the mountains. Those who look to cast me aside or turn their backs and leave me to die. You can try, come try, but I will survive. Whoa, whoa, This is too smooth, but I'll make it sharper in a bit. Probably stop after this song ends, which, I don't know, that's like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3? Something like that. That's what it takes. Come try, but I will survive. Need a smaller brush. Needs to be sharper on the top. needs to be slightly squared, I think. It needs a... Alright, describe it. Let's try texturing it and see how it looks. Smaller than that. There we go. What it takes, and those who would do cast me aside, turn their backs on me and I come try, but I will survive. How will this look if I do 0? What's better? I'll save without for now. Actually, that's pretty good. Just gotta do a few more of those. But maybe I'll do one more song and then we'll stop. Alright, 7 more minutes. I feel like at this point this is basically a new map, other than the mushrooms and the corner mountains. almost like a volcano with this one. I save. I did kind of make a volcano here, didn't I? Maybe I should lean into that. Yeah. Wasn't intentional, but it does look kind of like a volcano. I'm gonna turn this off. Set to 30. Maybe I should try the other asteroid texture one. Nah. Stick with this. Alright. Save there. I think it looks good too. This needs more than purple and red. Maybe... I don't know. I'll mess with the maple trees next time, I think. And I'll put some trees on top of this as well, I just don't know what. Whatever trees I end up putting on top of here as well. This does look good, I think. What's the fog set at? Ooh, that's pretty intense. There we go. Still intense, but less so. Oh right, because I was working with a rain map, so I did want it to look kind of foggy with rain. Do I like... Which color do I like more? Let's stick with green. And go ahead and take a picture for next time's thumbnail. Yeah. picture here for the thumbnail next time. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on what happens tomorrow. I might be busy. Darkon 3, 2, or 3, 3. And I will save there. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. Be safe. Be good. Good night. Goodbye.